rolling right up until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Cardinal Roberts do come your way then. Kyle Rudolph of the Giants will join us a little bit later on the program. Andy Martino, SNY, will join us a little bit later on the program as well. But we started, and, honestly, I thought it was going to be a case where we were going to start talking about Billy Epler, and we'll get to that here in just a moment. But with the John Morosi News, MLB Network, and I think Fox as well, as he threw out there the report that Noah Syndergaard and the Angels are working their way to a one-year deal or in negotiations on a one-year deal. Syndergaard's got until tomorrow to either accept or decline that qualifying offer. There is the window. He has not declined it, but he has a window here where he can test the marketplace and see exactly what is out there. And Syndergaard, who, clearly told everybody and their mother toward the tail end of the MLB regular season that he would gladly take the qualifying offer. Well, that was before Eduardo Rodriguez got 5 years, $77 million with an opt-out after 2 years. That was before Jose Barrios got 7 years, $131 million from the Toronto Blue Jays, which that deal came down earlier this morning, where you have baseball teams, and I get we're headed to our lockout in early December, on the 2nd of December, but for Syndergaard here, I don't fault him. I really don't. If you're going to go to a bigger ballpark, if you're going to go to a place that's more pitcher-friendly, if you're going to go to an organization where, there are, obviously, the executive running the Angels has familiarity with Syndergaard dating back to the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, all of those things come into play here for Syndergaard. Now, the one thing that would be a surprise if it's a one-year deal. Now, what would make sense for Syndergaard with a one-year qualifying offer for the Mets is that you're going to get paid $18.4 million. You've barely pitched in 2 years. You haven't thrown a curveball in 2 years. And you say, well, take the one-year prove-it deal. See if Syndergaard actually becomes Thor once again. See if he becomes that, dominant starter in the National League, or whether it be the Angels in this stead, the American League. But we're talking about him taking that qualifying offer. It would be a case of him proving himself once again. And then going out after next season, hitting the open market and getting that long-term big money deal, the kinds that you're seeing, whether it be Rodriguez or Barrios with the Toronto Blue Jays are getting. That's where it stands. And for Syndergaard, because when the news initially came down about 35, 40 minutes ago, you're saying, all right, well, what are the Angels giving him? Are they giving him a 4-year contract? Are they giving him a 5-year contract? And then Morosi comes out with the report that it's a 1-year deal. Said the situation is completely fluid. We'll see if it ends up being a 1-year deal for Noah Syndergaard. But still, now, if he's off this Mets starting rotation, I'll tell you this. I really don't think it's that big of a loss. I mean, I really don't. And Met fans love Syndergaard. I get it to an extent. He's got a good personality. He's active on social media, the Thor, running around with the horns and, with the helmet and everything like that. I mean, all of those things. Saying the stuff that he was saying that, as he was rehabbing from Tommy John surgery, sitting on the beach, standing on the beach, looking out at the ocean, thinking about what life is all about. I mean, deep thinker, walking around stadium shirtless with a cup of coffee, all of these things that you see from Syndergaard. But when you look at his performance on the field, when you look at what he has been as a starter, when healthy, 60 feet, 6 inches is a long time ago. And yes, it was 2015, and that's a number of years ago, but that does feel like a lifetime ago when you look at Noah Syndergaard. He has not evolved into the starter that Jacob deGrom, when healthy, is. He has not evolved into what Scherzer is. He has not evolved into what other dominant Walker. Go up and down the line. Dominant starting pitching in Major League Baseball. I get we define it a lot differently now than we did 10, 15 years ago, but still, he's not that caliber of starting pitcher. When healthy, the last time, all you heard from Noah Syndergaard when he had bad performance was, whether it be the humidity in Kansas City, not feeling athletic enough on the mound, whether it be the grip of the baseball, all of these things, he's never really evolved from a thrower to a dominant starter. I've said it time and time again when I look at Syndergaard. Noah Syndergaard, in theory, is better than Noah Syndergaard in reality. Think about that for just a second. Syndergaard, in theory, is better than Syndergaard in reality. He looks the part. Strapping, 6'5", not an ounce of fat, guy that can go out there and throw 97, 98 miles an hour. But has he evolved into a dominant starting pitcher? And the answer to that is no. He is not. He has not. Listen, I wouldn't think it would be the worst thing in the world for the Mets to go out there and gamble on him and offer him that qualifying offer, and they did that. And if he were to take it at $18.4 million, I'd say, you know what? Good job. Gamble on yourself. Let's see if Syndergaard can go out there and prove me wrong. And prove a lot of the other naysayers around Major League Baseball wrong. And they're going to gamble on the talent. They're going to gamble on the velocity. But would I be willing to lock up Noah Syndergaard to a long 4 or 5 year contract? I would not be. I really would not be. The stunning thing is that I wonder what the offer is from the Angels. Like maybe he's looking at a bigger ballpark. I don't know. Maybe it's a case of, well, I want to go out there and pitch out in Southern California. He loves New York. I mean, how many times, he'll tell the refrigerator light how much he loves New York. He told everybody toward the tail end of the season that if he was offered the qualifying offer, he'd gladly take it and wants to be back with this team. And now you get this report. So I wonder what the offer is. Like, what is the 1 year gamble for Syndergaard by the Angels? If it ends up being a 1 year contract, what is the offer? What is the amount of money? $21 million. That's the number. $21 million. Is it a done deal?
According to Jeff Passan, it is. Done deal. Breaking.
Done deal. Noah Syndergaard's an Angel. 1 year, $21 million. So it took, as Syndergaard told everybody and their mother, that he loved New York. He couldn't wait to be back with this organization. He loved the Mets, and he loves New York City. He was due, the qualifying offer was going to guarantee him $18.4 million. So he left New York City and all that love for $2.6 million. Yeah. I mean, everyone's got a price, right? Everybody's got a price. So for Noah Syndergaard, he'll gladly head to Anaheim. He'll gladly join Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. He'll gladly join the Angels. Noah Syndergaard as a Met is over. 1 year, $21 million. Passan reported it. It's done. Met fans, I want to hear from you. 877-337-6666. I don't think it's this unbelievable loss. If you do, I want to hear from you. 877-337-6666. It's Moose and Maggie. Mark Malusis flying solo on this Tuesday midday, The Fan in New York.